Okay, I want to say hello, it's me, wushurichard. Hi again everybody. In this video I'm going to show you a few simple Kung Fu techniques, okay, using the hand flows, okay, and these are more like traditional flows, but as I say, my particular training that I do in the martial arts is very, it's my take on it, it's very free flow, so I'll be flowing in different ways that I like to flow with the moves that fit me, comfortably. Okay, now when I do my training, I don't flow around and joke around. So if you hear me talking about the tiger techniques, for example, the mantis, the snake, the leopard, the crane, whatever it's going to be, okay, whatever it's going to be, Wing Chun, whatever I'm going to do, any training I'm doing, or Tai Chi flows, for example, when I'm doing techniques, okay, or whatever it might be, karate, okay, doing the techniques, okay, or long fist wushu, anything like that, whatever it might be, okay, you get the idea, right? Muay Thai, whatever, kickboxing, whatever it's going to be, okay, or karate, whatever it's going to be, okay, and just even free flow fighting, just normally, whatever it's going to be, working different techniques, Whenever I'm talking about different techniques, it's my way of flowing it, but it's like proper when I do it. It's like what I'm saying is, like Wing Chun, when I do my Wing Chun, it's my main style. Wing Chun's no damn joke, Wing Chun, I train seriously when I do my Wing Chun. So I'll be doing certain techniques, if you bear with me for a moment while I loosen up there. When I do certain techniques, I'll be properly in a Wing Chun stance when I'm doing my training, doing all the techniques properly, okay? When I'm doing the blocks, everything I'm doing, whether it's on a tree, a wooden dummy, a wall, an opponent, or let's say a training partner, or just by myself like this, however I'm doing the techniques, okay, I'll be doing the techniques, going into a lock, let's say there, shoulder, hit, again like Tai Chi, I might roll over, push back again to Tai Chi. So when I'm doing a technique, I'll be working as best I can within my knowledge, but it's not messing around when I'm doing it. It might look like a dance to people that don't understand, but I know exactly what I'm doing with each hit, as I say, each technique when I'm doing it. It's not like you can't dance, you can't show around, there's no time to mess around and do flowing moves like I'm doing here, let's say, for a video. There's no time for that to do a show when someone's coming at you and they push you, or they come and grab you there. You've got to know how to grab that arm, smash straight in when you're doing it, serious. When they're pushing you there, or pulling my wrist down, I need to know how to use that elbow usefully, or effectively, sorry. When someone, pulls my hand and I hit them with the elbow, or they push my elbow, or they grab pulling my elbow, let's say, and then my hand comes out, so they'll roll over, I might parry there and do a technique from there. I might cover my face and hit low, a low back fist. Where it's going to be step on the foot there, bam, grab the arm, elbow across, or come back. Someone's going to come and grab me from there, I'll cover, block, really solid block when I'm doing it, and then striking and doing techniques. So you can't mess around and play and make moves and just flow in a dancey way and then think in real life you're going to fight like that. Someone comes to grab you, you need to cover up with your hands, if it's like boxing or whatever. Someone comes to grab me, I might open up like that, like the white crane fist, or just palm him straight in the face from there, see? He comes at me, he comes to grab me, I open up that, or pull his arm down into my fist there, cover the two hands if I can, palm from there, see what I'm saying? I might even just cover up there with my arms down like boxing, just bringing it into guard, see? Elbow straight across the head, up straight to the jaw, I might sink low, hit up here, or up towards his jaw, or behind me here. I'm working all the techniques in the front kick by coming out. Put my hand up to distract him, shoot a kick out, a low kick. You've got to move really realistically in martial arts. Covering very naturally as you're doing it. As you know all the techniques, all with the whole flow in the whole body, as you're doing it naturally, boom. So you're putting all the techniques in. You can't just play around when you're doing martial art. As I say, it's not just like you just play around and do a few moves. Okay, karate today. Oh, Wing Chun, just punch, block, oh, it looks pretty. You're not doing that. Someone comes to hit you, knock that hand away, don't let them touch you. So I'm trying to say, someone comes to hit my face, cover up here, or block it away, cover to the side. Okay. Someone comes to push me, I step back, let them come flying, I might open, pull their hands down, knee them in the head as they're falling down, chop straight to the neck, punch in the head, boxing shot, you might come and push me there, you might come and pull me, I might swing back my back fist as he's pulling my arm, come with me, like some pussy, excuse my language. I turn around, smack that into his head, and another one, bam, hook, whole body motion into it, bam, or elbow shot. Someone comes, grabbing me from, touching me from the shoulder here, just spin around, elbow to his rib cage, or that one, or grab his hand, I might loop that down, or I might spin over there, or elbow from there, or back fist. Everything's coming in, he comes to hit, push my body, I block it down, so he comes to hit me in the head, I cover, or I use this one. I might cover here and hit here, cover here and hit here, so I'm covering my whole body, on the sides here, on the inside, same thing, palm and palm to the face here, block and hit. So when he comes to hit me, cover and hit. Straight in, or a chop, or a hit, a punch this way, that way, however I'm going to do it, that way, bam, elbow shot from there, elbow from here, cover here. He grabs me, I might loop his arm up here, there. And it's not like what you think, it's not what some people think. It's not like someone comes at you and you do all these fancy moves and that's how you do it. Yeah. I'm not doing that at all. I work with what works in training as well. So if someone's really big and tough, I'm not going to go force with force because they'll break my body like a rag doll. You see how skinny I am here. So when someone's putting all of their weight and someone's pushing me, like just like that door there, if someone's pushing all of their weight, the door will just give way, right? If there's nobody behind it, they'll fall through, right? If I was to put all of my weight on that door handle and fall back, I'll probably fall back. Maybe I'll break the door handle off, but I'm just saying, that door will come flying open. I'm soft like water, so when they're coming at me here, they're pushing me, pulling me, they just absorb whatever's coming. You know what I'm trying to say? So easy. You have to push me. When I say so easy, in a humble way, I'm not saying it's so easy to beat everybody. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when someone comes to wrestle with me, I just root my stance, then feel where the open doors are. He's pulling, and he starts to pull my arm. This comes down, that comes, he pushes that down, this comes out. He pushes that in, this comes out. I'm working the whole thing to the flow here. He pushes my shoulder, this opens up his hand, this one comes straight to his face. I might cover up high here, he wants to deal with that, this one hits him down low. Right there, might come for an uppercut. My arms here are protecting the whole time here. He's trying to hit me here, I block low, see from here. Covering. I might use my two hands to cover myself from here on this side or this side. The whole time my feet can move. I'm not standing like a robot. I can move, right? So I might step back here, hands come up for a low kick, something you didn't see coming from there, see? Someone comes to grab me from here, I might suddenly go to the side as he's coming to push up, move, and then hit him in the side of the head and whip a back fist out to the side of his head, to his ear. Or maybe two, bam, bam, straight into his ear, or into his jaw, straight when you go straight across, or just jump in your whole body, elbow smash straight through the head. I mean, really just smash straight through the fucking jaw, excuse my language. Not violent, but we're talking about someone who wants to really badly hurt you, or rape you, or attack you, or mug you, or rob you. So when they come in and hit you, just smash straight through the fucking teeth and smash his fucking teeth out. Okay? Because you've got to learn to be calm in your daily time, daily life. But when someone comes to attack you, that's what you do. So you don't, someone like me, a skinny guy like this, I wouldn't go up to someone, hey man, I'm Kung Fu, you want to fight? Wing Chun. No, because the guy will rip me to shreds like a fucking ragdoll. Excuse my language. Because you see how tough some guys are. And you look at me. I don't even talk like that, blood. You know what I'm saying, bro? I don't know what I'm saying, bro. I don't speak like that. What the fuck's going on, man? The motherfucking hood, yo. I'm going to put it on, man. I'm going to put your ass in the motherfucking box, homie. I don't speak like that. With chains around my neck. Looking like a fucking skinny white ghost chicken like I look like. And trying to put on some funny accent. I do that in my videos for fun. Because I study the way people communicate. So I learn about different accents and things. And I study all different kinds of arts. Whether it be whatever languages, whatever cultures, whatever kind of the way people speak from different backgrounds, and that's why I learned to respect all human beings in life and keep away from violence. I don't have a religion, but I'm like a monk, I'll tell you, I keep peace and stuff. But you've got to respect your body like the temple, respect your mind, body and soul. You've only got one life. My hairs are going white here, I'm 34 years old in this video. You've got to protect yourself and the ones you love. The first and most important thing is avoid trouble and keep healthy in the martial arts. Keep your body healthy and your mind healthy. But when you're talking about defense, you need to train different kind of reactions and moves. Okay, for me, I like a lot of Wing Chun, as I say. It's very, very useful. You've got to work how the flow is, and if you don't do any training and study your style, and all you do is keep criticising, then you never really know how the flow works for a little skinny guy. I mean, I'm not saying a little skinny guy or someone who's got no physique. Now I do fitness and working out every day, but it's different. In martial arts, true kung fu and true martial arts, you don't see the muscle as such, you see the technique, okay? So what I'm saying, okay, is basically, in martial arts, as I say, you can't show and you can't mess around like as such, you know. You hear these people on YouTube, especially nowadays, in this modern day and age, you hear a lot of people talking about, oh, you know how in the past, you know, in past, people believed that, you know, people can do kung fu and a little skinny guy can beat a big guy. But you know what, man? That's not true, you know, because, you know, it just ain't gonna happen, man. It's all bullshit. Yeah, there's people that's been teaching bullshit for years and trying to con people, and fools fall into any fucking hole. Right? The blind leading the blind. But what I'm saying is, in real martial arts, true martial arts was designed for that. Was designed for someone of a smaller build, right, based on the flow of nature, structure, you know, economy of motion, using the opponent's energy against them, and basically scientific, real alignment, physical alignment of the body, and the structure of the techniques were designed very scientifically and react in the right way. So you can't study anything like there's certain animals that move so naturally, and they're able to deal with like bigger animals. Let's say a tiger trying to attack a monkey. You might be able to rip him apart and eat him, yeah. But a monkey can move so fast and run all around the body, and it's like hard to catch. The same with water. You can't hold water. I'm not trying to give you Bruce Lee quotes. I'm saying reality. Water, a substance, right, with its structure. Look at you with your structure. What can you do? How soft are you? Same as your mind. If your mind's so fucking concrete, so damn hard, it's easy to grab hold of, crack and carry and whatever the fuck. But it's like if your mind's invisible and flowing, people can't see what you're thinking, they can't grasp what you're talking about, and then you're not you can't understand you, so they cannot deal with you as such. So you've got to be so flowing, like water. You know, the way you put it to water, you can't grab it, right? Air, the same thing. You've got to be all in the flow of all of nature. You see what I'm trying to say? So the way things work in general. So when something's coming at you, you don't deal with the force, force against force, or trying to lift the guy up if he's so heavy, just by, it's just pointless things. You see what I'm trying to say? The same reason you shouldn't be looking for fights in general, you should be trying to avoid trouble. But in real true kung fu, and the way you fight, especially like Tai Chi and Wing Chun especially, it's very effective. People don't understand. It's like when someone's coming up here, you guard that centre line. When someone's trying to hit you there, you guard and you use your two hands effectively to defend against what's coming at you, okay? And if someone's pushing you, you let them fall through. If someone's pulling you, you push them back. It's very, very, you have to learn and understand it. If you know anything about Aikido, excuse my pronunciation, it's a brilliant art. It's a very great art of Japan. There's people that don't teach it, like in terms of like focusing on really like combat. A lot of people flow, and yeah, it's a soft art and everything, but a lot of people they do it in a kind of like the same way a lot of people practice Tai Chi in the world, where it's just for health, and they're doing it. It's like they even say it's for health, but it's still not even as healthy as some of these people have trained in the history for real fighting. What I'm trying to say is that if you hear what I'm saying and you're understanding, right? I'm not getting worked up, which is the essence of what I'm saying here, because like in my daily life, I'm just patient like a monk, so my whole fucking day, excuse my language. Right, so you know, you can't be so in a daydream you're falling asleep all the time when the enemy's attacking you, and you can't keep putting down this system, that system, and you don't really train. So someone who's, you know, understood an art that you have not trained before, at least, or walked that path that somebody else has, you might as well be doing some good to listen to them at least, and hear and practice. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm not trying to tell people to listen to me or follow me. I'm just saying, with true martial arts, you don't play around. There's no playing around in it. If you play around, you don't get anywhere. So what I'm trying to say with Aikido, for example, there are people that train it where they don't get good enough application, I feel, training. They'll float their arms in a certain way. Someone will grab the other person's arm. Okay, step back now, and you see some big fat guy, no offence, or someone who's like overweight or something, or someone who's a bit, you know, is still the kind of person in their daily life goes down the pub for a beer, or a fucking, you know, still got some shitty habits, and someone comes out to him and like training in the school Aikido, and the guy does the block, step through, okay, take down, or go into the arm lock here, and like a dance, and going around, you know. I'm not doing that in my Wing Chun for fuck's sake as a skinny guy, because I get my ass beat. I stand up for anyone. It's the same as young girls getting raped and stuff. You don't train like that because then you waste money, and one day you still get damn raped. You might as well learn to be a good runner and get away. You know what I'm trying to say? Or do kickboxing, heck, you know. But it's not the point of different things for different things. So what I'm trying to say is, a good swimmer or whatever, different things for different things. So when you're in the water, you can't do aikido. So you can learn to swim, right? So when you're dealing with an opponent, you have to learn how to swim with that. When some enemy's in front of me here, fucking hell, I'm saying, for example, I'm not going to stand up and go like this in front of this, and do a flashy show, and all this, doing all this. I can do it if I like, but he's going to beat the shit out of me. What I'm doing is, when someone comes at me to grab me like that, wrestle me, take me down and give me some MMA or give me some street thug shit, I stand there and he's grabbing on me. He doesn't know what I'm going to do. I just think, and my body just feels what I need to do. If he's grabbing through, I just become nothing and let him fall through. This strikes him in the groin or the chin. He doesn't know he's there. Just crack. He's like, he has to pull me here. He's holding his arm out, let's say. I just hit him in the elbow, I grab his arm, see? If he's pulling me, let's say, if he's pushing me into the wall, I will turn as he's pushing me and pull his arm into the wall so he might break his fingers on the wall. I don't want to do that, I'm just saying that. Hit him in the gut there, I might grab that, hit him there. If I can push him back, if he's falling back, I'll go with that flow. But if he's not falling back, I'm not going to try and push him back. If he's standing grounded, I'm not going to try and throw him down because I don't have the physicality in me. I'll probably strain my back trying to move him. That's before he chucks me down and pummels me. You know what I'm trying to say? You don't go up to someone and come on in, let's fight. You see the street fights, have you seen it? World Star, the dickheads, excuse my language. A lot of people in there. With people with street fights and that. They're always like this, moving around. Like some fucking monkey. What the hell are you doing? Get on with your life, mate, get a life. These people, right? And all you see is a few people with bloody noses and bloody faces. In MMA, it's more or less the same. They're just like got some skill on that. And they're athletes and they're throwing kicks and stuff. That's all it basically is. So what I'm trying to say is, you don't do that. What you do is, when someone comes at you, you learn the technique. So if you're a boxer, you learn to cover up. Or even good MMA fighters, fair enough. Or any traditional good kung fu. But so if someone comes at you, you won't let them see you, be covering up naturally. You move to the blind side where the opponent can't see, the opponent's on their side, and you whip that punch out, you shoot your body power into that one-footed fish, from the angle. You don't face on and just go up and show them what you're going to do. Someone's in front of me here, and I go, it's not going to work unless I'm really good and skilled, and I can really just bust him up no matter what. And that is possible if you're a very good martial artist. Like karate or taekwondo, but I'm just saying, right, or Muay Thai, kickboxing, but I'm just saying, right, there's different ways of fighting it, and I do my different kind of training for martial arts. So I won't be standing like, even though I train all the different styles, I won't be doing that in a stance there, and going up to someone, and spinning my legs, just doing a show like that, because they'll just pummel me down, grab my leg and knock me the fuck out. Because they can see this coming, you can see this coming, right? You can turn my back on you. You can see that as I'm going to kick you. You fucking stick a sword in my ass fucking slot. You see my language, or I'm coming around here. You can stop this and hit me here, right? Because I'm trying to I'll come at you and go, whoa, mantis, what are you going to do? You probably fucking knock me the fuck out. You probably hit me even if you're not a trained fighter. Or try and grab me, right? So you don't do mantis kung fu like that. Someone comes at me, grabbing me here, my arms folded here, and someone grabs me here, I'll wrap my hand over, so it's the crane or the mantis, whoever's going to, I'll do it that way. He goes to grab me here, I'll grab his wrist, as he's grabbing, or he grabs my elbow, I'll grab his hand, pull him in, headbutt him in the face, I'm cracking the fuck in the face there. So I said, when he comes to grab my shoulder, hey bruv, come with me, what the fuck, I just cover with my hand, see, like that. My hand like a mantis, see, but it covers down, see, that can come back and hit him in the face, or this one grabs him there, or I catch his arm here. That's what you do, you're hooking him in, that's what the mantis does. I'll turn into a fist, box him in the fucking head there. Or grab the arm and elbow him there, like a traditional mantis technique. So people don't know how the fuck it works, and they start saying, oh, mantis, tiger, crane, and they think it's all crap. It's not crap, it's reality of how you fight. You don't face a punch bag and do that even, unless you want to work certain strikes and certain kind of alignment. Like a dancer, like Michael Jackson, or like someone would try to work out different dance moves and funk shit. What I'm trying to say is, you wouldn't face a punch bag like that and go, okay, Mantis Kung Fu, how am I going to do it now? Okay, my opponent's in front of me, I'm going to do this. I can do that all day for fuck's sake, but you don't do that. What you do is, when your opponent comes at you, you can work your shadow boxing a little bit. It's like, you've got to work your really, spar with someone, man. Someone's going to come box, just someone who's good at boxing, for fuck's sake. Being careful, sparring, working the speed. You know, work it. How are you going to block with that tiger? How are you going to block with that mantis? How are you going to work it? It's not always going to work, is it? Sometimes you just cover up there. You don't have to do all this funky shit. You come out, you're just covering up there. But then you learn how to be soft, see? How to bring him in, then come back. Then you learn how to hook. Someone comes in, might turn that away, scoot that away, come back up, bam. So you learn how to use this structure of the wrist and the hands. It's the same as the Wing Chun's there, how to use this part. I'm not saying you make it all, it's just every time, like for show, you know, woo, woo. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when they're coming at you, to hit me there, I'll block down to here, or block in there. I can feel exactly what I need to do. I feel how I'm going to work that, hit into that palm. You've got to feel how, in what distance, not someone a mile away there, and I'm going to go, what? I'm saying so you can't even see my stance here. Do some fucking stupid show just to be cool. You don't do that. You know, when someone comes pushing me, trying to wrestle me down, and I sink and I palm him up, then that might work. See? When I'm covering my face here, then I shoot a punch in. You can work it with a different act. It depends on the structure. It's not a show. So anyway, that's just a simple video for you, okay? On Kung Fu flows, okay? Being real about it. When someone comes at me and I do the crane, I'm blocking it. It's not to be like a funny, oh, the crane. When someone kind of hit me there, I'm using my wrist here to cover out. I could go snake, could strike, but I'm going in the crane with a bit of power and tension. You've got power, you train your wrist to be flexible, and the fingers and everything. You get that power there. You understand it? It's not just soft stuff. You've got a tendon power in there. It's a real Kung Fu. People understand the force of how you can understand that force as you're getting into it, and how to do certain techniques. So when someone grabs me, then I can grab them. So when they push in, I can feel the force, I can pull them. If they're going down, up, whether it's going to be into his face there or pulling his arm. One on the wrist, one on the elbow, covering it down. His face is coming down, my elbow shoots in, but not from a mile away. I bring my hip in, crack it, see there, boom. And I bring both hands low. He hits me in the face, so I've got to have it roll in there, see? I might block up high, then shoot in here. Someone comes to attack me from this side, I'm not going to use my hand, I'm going to use my whole arm here, my elbow, to cover that. I might even elbow him in the head before that even comes. I might try and touch him here, elbow, or this one comes out even at a longer range. Someone to hit me here, I'll come bring that down. I'm not going to go, I'll bring my whole arm down, see? Like a tiger, see what I'm saying? I'm not going to go here, this hand here, scratching my balls, or just for show here. What? Look at the guy can still break my fucking head off. So I'll cover there, and this one's here behind. So there's a guard, and this hand's here guarding my face. Either side, so when something comes, this one's here low, see? Or here I'm protecting myself. I'm not messing around in Kung Fu. I'm standing here in a stance for show. For strength, it's not for show. This leg's behind there, so I can kick him easily. Some prick kick him in the fucking nuts. Somebody behind this is the guy here that's slipping over. Just bat it out. Bat it out like a fucking baseball bat. That my foot straight into his ribcage. Just shoot out. Pah! See when he comes in. And start up to here from the side. When you're doing the katas in karate, you train your mind and body. Someone on the side is just whip it out. See someone there, when you whip it out. You're not playing around when you do it. Someone in the front here, I don't put all of my weight on the front leg because I can't lift it up. So it's the same thing with the back. So, and you don't want to lean, you want to make sure you're there. Your arms always ready. So low guard, high guard, whatever's going to be low here. So I'll be anywhere I'm coming, wherever I am on the street or in a shop, I'll be always able to cover myself. Cover there, or use my elbow to cover, see? My body, hands up here, so wherever it's going to be. Open that, come in. Open his hand, push. You have to push me, I'll bring that down, palm him back. For different things, you see what I'm saying, yeah? I don't know, but I'm just telling you, okay? Now, okay, so if someone's coming at me here, I might cover it, punch him in the head. Same time, you can't wait, he's not going to wait for you to do some funky movements and hold him there all day. And do it. This is training for you. And you have to train these movements and understand, if you're doing martial arts, the actual energy and the philosophy in them. Even if they are like exaggerated and stuff for like exercise, you've got to understand, feel the lines and imagine the combat. And when you're in a real situation, of course you adapt things. The hard, the soft, the big, the small. So the fingers, how I'm doing that or that, which part of this, see, that, this, I know exactly what I'm doing, which knuckles, these two or these, I know exactly what I'm doing. The wrist, this part to block down, or here I know exactly what I'm doing. I know when I'm blocking against him, see, there I know exactly, that's up there, hitting him high. Fine, I'm open here to attack, so cover with all this, cover, and this one can strike him in the face. See, but if this hand's low down here, and he covers, he can hit me or hit me here, so I just cover, see, I might parry an attack and hit him low, or block up high and hit him low from here, see. But if I'm doing all this fancy stuff over here, he might hit me here. I'm doing this fancy stuff here, he hits me here. So you've got to learn how to cover with your elbows, see, or your forearm, blocking here, or opening up here. And you just work with what needs to, how you need to do it. An elbow back, a punch here, block up high, palm there. You work the techniques, it's not playing and messing around. Chopping out here, back fist to the side there, it's real deal when you do it. And you've got to hit as though you're hitting, concrete. You've got to train to really get that fucking knock when you do it. Otherwise you're not going to punch shit, you're going to hurt yourself. You don't train your body. And if you're too stiff and you're just going, right, karate, yeah, Mr. YouTube told me Kung Fu works. You've got muscle man there, yeah, I do MMA, but also I do Mantis Kung Fu. And it's like, are you fucking around, man, Mr. MMA? You don't believe in that shit. You do Mantis Kung Fu and you get yourself knocked the fuck out. But why you want to lay on the floor and do all that for anyway, MMA? So what I'm trying to say is you want to avoid fighting. But the thing is, it's not about Mr. Muscle Man and ego. It's about, when you do real Kung Fu, you unlike Mantis or whatever, you understand the flow and the softness, you understand how it works, not from what I'm saying, and not from watching the lines, or not from watching Kung Fu movies all the damn only, or not from only looking at a few photos of Mr. Ching Wong Lila, whatever his fuck is their name, in a book or something, wearing a gi or some traditional, Eastern clothes and saying they're 2 billionth Dan, whatever, and they're just doing a stance, and you say, okay, that's it. No, you have to learn, you have to train and learn how this motherfucker worked for so many years in the ancient days, I fucking say. From men that weren't as big and fucking MMA, fucking chains around your neck, hair, hat on, all this shit, with more ego than I'm fucking showing you in this video. You won't get skinny people like me talking about this, and if you do, they're probably on fucking meth or weed or whatever shit they're legalising in this day and age, and they're probably following all the today's scum, bloody stupid, whatever they're brainwashing you with now in the world anyway. So martial arts is about being real, humble, honest to yourself, and learning control in your body. I'm not doing all this here fancy hand, what the fuck am I doing? Or am I thinking, yeah, that's because I think I'm going to do this in a real fight. If I do this, I'm going to get my fucking bones snapped by Mr. Tough Guy. You don't do Kung Fu on someone. It's like the Kung Fu works to whatever the pressure is. So someone's on me here. If someone's coming at me raging with a punch, my first instinct might not be to do a technique, even, not only because of reaction speed, but also because even if I've got reaction speed, because I do a lot of Kung Fu training with people and stuff, but it still might not be the exact position. Let's say someone's standing here, someone grabs me, yeah, my instinct straight away will be a Kung Fu technique here, bam, or blocking straight away. But if I'm in a different position and someone comes at me, I might not be thinking to do this or doing some fancy. Someone comes at me, I just want to cover, move my head out of the way, ducking like a human being, punch him in the groin, someone's going to hit me on the street, put my hands up to cover, I might turn around, see? For a low kick, so you've got to fight realistically, we're not messing around. Real karateka, old school fighters and Kung Fu people, the old days, train like this. They train all the forms and everything traditionally, and they train all the different skills proper, like traditional, But they didn't mess around when they're in a real fight, they understand. And when they spar, they work that. And they train differently to today's modern day and age. Like just going out and fucking learning this, learning that, and you think you know it all. It's not a point. You've got to learn. You only learn from real when someone's coming at you. Well, I used to, when I was doing my kickboxing, for example, I used to always get my skinny ass and my skinny nose hit by the other big tough kickboxer guys. But when I got better, I learned to cover more. Not by some guy telling me, put your guard up, man, kickboxer. No, because I started using my own logic, trying to put use into the Kung Fu that I was learning in another school. How to block, how to come in, specifically the white crane fist. And although I had my gloves on, someone was coming to attack me, I was always like stopping their hands are wrapping them up, pushing back, going into, and then working it, you know. And the kung fu technique showed me that they work in a more free fighting kind of a way. And then later doing sticky hands with people and training taught me that. Not only just standing there, like from drills, you know, pad drills, kickboxing, or like let's say kung fu drills, like with partners and stuff, standing there doing it and then doing this one or whatever. You do that, but then you go together and you go free and really try and touch the other person, not really beat the shit out of them, but go, you know, more full speed and free. Random to try and catch and see if those techniques will come in. You've got to make them work so it really can catch you. And if you're really talking about hitting someone, if someone's going to try and kill you on the street or whatever, and you've really got to fight, you've really got to get those attacks in. You're thinking about how to get that hand away and how to go in and really deal with the fucker. Same as in boxing, right? So if someone's coming at me, I'm not going to be thinking, Mantis, if I see his low legs there, I just smash a Muay Thai fucking kick or karate straight through his knees and just fucking shout straight through it. Knee straight, if someone coming at me there, pushing me, I'm not going to go, oh, for the sake of Kung Fu, because I'm a Kung Fu man, and I'm Mr. Skinny, but I know everything about the yin and yang. I'm not going to do that. Someone coming at me, I'm fucking knee him in the fucking rib cage there, stepping his foot, smash him, elbow straight, and bah, boom, boom. Whatever the fuck is going to be straight, you know, so intense on your fucking going, because this guy's going to fucking kill you. So you've got to learn how to deal with the fucker. Okay, I'm not in temper, by the way, I'm not angry and I'm not in a temper about anything, okay, because this is always inside me. I just keep it in me. This is nothing here, but I'm just showing you the essence of what it is, okay. I can literally go nice and gentle now, like always. I'm just making this video, I'm showing a few moves, and I don't always show Kung Fu moves, I don't always make videos about it, so I'm just showing you, okay. I'm saying, if someone's here, I'm not going to do unrealistic things, and you can't too. If you're not a big tough guy, like, you know, if you're slimmer like me, or if you're a man or a woman or anyone, you have to look at the situation realistically. Don't go up to someone and say, okay, karate. Even if you think you're clever, even if you're whatever Dan in karate or in your high level, don't go up to someone and think that you can beat them with your art. This is not what martial arts is about. Martial arts is about reality. When you train martial arts, real martial arts, all of the forms and all of the levels, all the stuff you've been through in your life since maybe you learned from a child, like I learned from when I was a child. Maybe you've learned a lot. Maybe you're so much better than me, and maybe you've got the muscles to show whatever the fuck this and that will, and you've got the ego. It's more tougher than me. And if you was in the same room as me now, you'd be talking me down because I would be going, yeah. Anyone who knows Richard is a quiet boy. What I'm trying to say is, you get yes. When you turn your fucking face the other way, the ninja assassin might take you the fuck out. Because your enemy, who's invincible, so is the one who's invisible, is the most dangerous one. The one you can't see in the darkness, the one you don't know what fucking skill to do, the one you can't feel. You turn the lights off, you can't see them. Is silence in the room. And then you can't hear his footstep, you can't smell him, you can't feel him, and he fucking knifes you up or sword slashes you up. In the ancient days, I'm saying, the ancient days, like the ninja assassin, ninja warriors, that's what they'd have fucking done. And you think you can beat everybody else. So what I'm trying to say is, you can't be, no matter what your physique, no matter what your ability is, you need to be training those levels, all of those different skills in the martial arts first of all, and all of your life arts, not for distraction, for peace. Okay, that's the heart of martial arts. And then reality. So when you're training with people, when you're doing a drill, it's what people don't understand, the people that are against traditional martial arts as such. Those people don't understand. When you stand in a stance and you've got someone, you know, when you're training traditional, hand to hand with someone and you just like rolling your hand, let's say like a pushing hands or some kind of drill, you know, whatever it's going to be, or like some kind of Wing Chun drill with two people together, you know, working the techniques. That is very important because you're learning sensitivity through structure. What the fuck did I just fucking say? Sensitivity, pressure, feeling, energy and pressure through structure. Not just, here's my martial arts structure. Does it look good? No. Sensitivity to feel. So when I'm doing this and I'm telling you, do you feel my fucking arm? Forget the swear words and concentrate on what I'm saying. You know, do you feel my fucking arm here flowing this way out? Beautiful circle, isn't it? Up, down, oh, this is the crane, this is the tiger. I don't have a damn clue what it's all about until you feel it. Then you might think, okay then, Richard, seeing as you know all this, see if you can touch me here. Maybe the guy really can touch me. Or here. But don't have any ego any time. You've got to see now, okay, when you're doing this technique, how can you make that work? Richard said block with the wrist here, but I feel my elbow's closer. Okay, if your elbow's closer, block with the fucking elbow. If the hand comes up here, which just hits you, cover that and block here. The more you learn that you're feeling, the better martial artist you become. You're not just doing techniques for fucking not for a joke in a show. You see what I'm trying to say? It's okay to hit me here, he pushes my shoulder, he pushes me with his wrist, I grab his elbow and then hit him in the rib cage. At the same time, the whole motion goes in. Boom. That other hand comes up to my face. I cover that, lift it up, hit him in the gut, lift it as it goes. You have to feel. I can't even show you here now because you're thinking I'm speaking hypothetically. Come on, man. Get some bad, hard brothers off the street in the hoods, man, to beat my fucking arse to up. I'm not talking about. I'm saying you've got to feel when someone's pulling you back. And you've got to feel to go back with the elbow in the head. You've got to feel what you're doing. Hit low there, instead of that technique covering in, going in for a strike, you've got to work it. We're not just doing moves. You've got to feel with someone there, training carefully, of course, but working it, for real situations. So in a real situation, you're going to have more reaction speed. Reaction to what? You see, action is faster than reaction, but you get your ass beat if someone's coming in. We're talking about defence. We're talking about the most important thing. Remember that. Let's go back to what I'm saying. Well, that's basically it. I'm going to make another video for you tonight, okay? And I hope you enjoy these Kung Fu videos I'm doing for you tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Train hard and stay safe. And remember, just focus on your training and let the moves teach you. And use your imagination in whatever you learn. But when you first learn new techniques, train them as they are. You need to get that muscle memory. You need to learn. So when I was learning Tai Chi, for example, here, pushing that through, so I'm up from here, so, or coming from here, see? Putting that here, so I learn the techniques. I'm just going to be, see, watching my hand here. And I learn how to get into a lock. But then I learn how to make it smaller as well, you see. So then I learn not to do that, but I learn to go from here and bring the arm. Roll over, rather than go in a big circle and the guy hits me in the face, I learn to make it small here. Rolling however I can, blocking here, so I'm feeling where the guy's fucking arm is. Excuse my language, I'm not going to roll over there and he headbutts me in the fucking head and does me in with his alcohol bottle because he's on the piss tonight. I don't fucking drink a single beer, I don't drink any alcohol, I don't do drugs and I don't smoke. If you do, good luck with your fucking body. End off, right? And if you follow dickheads into the next fucking pit of, I don't care what it is, Pokemon Go or whatever. This day and age, you buy, they sell what you buy. I understand, man. You're only a product for people. Don't let the blind leading the blind. They're following you, man. And so get a pair of glasses first up. If you do martial arts, but you've got bad eyesight, first of all, get a pair of fucking glasses. I'm just saying it to you now, right? Right. Priorities first in martial arts. Real life logic. So someone can't act you, okay? Okay, what I'm saying, I'm doing the moves, you see, I'm rolling, see? I'm feeling the moves come, I'm feeling here, block. I don't just roll the hands with the guy's arm here and he hits me. If this hand's too far away from my face, I'm going to have to block a different way. So if I want to block with my hand, I cover here. Here, if it's kind of low, I block down here. If I touch his hand with my hand, then I can't hit. But if I use my wrist, my arm to block his hand, this hand is still free. I can catch his other hand or I can strike him. If I block down there, see, I can come an elbow. If my elbow's up, he can hit me low. So these are a lot of principles you find in Wing Chun. I'm just saying, okay, I'm just telling you a few things here. Okay, this here open the door, someone can grab that and break that. Fingers as well. Don't point your finger, someone can bust it or twist it and stick it in your fucking eye or your arsehole. To keep it real. When you're doing techniques, okay, well, don't just be fancy. Try and be fancy, the snake, or the tiger, whatever it is. I'm saying when you do the technique, you've got to feel. And you won't be doing that anyway because you do MMA and you lay on your back, okay, on the street in your fancy suit, in your wedding day or whatever it's going to be, or you're, on the way to work and some thugs come and you just lay on the floor and say, "It's okay, man, it's my zone," in the middle of a riot and they're chucking, fucking crowbars and glass bottles and bricks and stuff. So I'm just saying you've got to be real. You can't give you at least fucking, you might do. I don't even stand up for this parkour, whatever, free running. But I'm saying. You'd rather do that than you'd rather run away if you're not a very good stand-up fighter in kickboxing or whatever, and you don't believe in traditional martial arts like Kung Fu and that. So you better might as well learn to run away than lay on your back, right? Or you want to stand there and be the hero, or should I say lay there and be the hero? with someone's crutch. It won't be someone's crutch in your face, it'll be probably your own crutches on your face and a fucking glass bottle or a crowbar up your ass if some thugs are trying to, if it's in the middle of a riot situation and a car runs over you, blazing fire everywhere. My goodness, it's not the point, you see. You see people taking up knives and guns and stuff and trying to say it's all good and everything because they have to defend themselves, and it makes a more violent world, you understand? So I'm trying to say, okay, is you don't want violence, right? You want to run away from violence first and foremost. That's what Tai Chi is telling you all about. Tai Chi, basically, in traditional martial arts, is basically trying to avoid the violence. Someone's trying to attack you and you can't get away, so you have to learn to cover yourself and learn to strike back if you need to, any way to prevent worse from happening, what we're saying. So you don't have to hurt them. What I'm trying to say is you've got to focus and do it proper. So when someone's coming at you, I'll be doing certain moves, you see, and doing it in a certain way. I won't be just playing around to do the snake for the sake of doing the snake. You know what I'm trying to say? Someone comes at me to grab me and I'm blocking and stuff. You see, I'll be working whatever it's going to be for real. He's pushing me, he's half drunk a guy. If I feel his head's going that way, I don't want him to headbutt me, I might cover there. At the back of his head, this one's against his arm. I might step and do a circle step, cover with my two hands. If I feel he's off balance, I push him that way. If I'm not going to grab hold of him, the guy's falling that way and I go falling with him, or he pulls me down through a table or something. We might both fall down and I might smash my head on the table in a bar. Why the fuck would I be there? I don't go to them because I don't need toxins in my body. I live like a monk, I told you. You go to these places and wear fancy shirts and funny earrings and whatever the fuck and fancy sticking up hair, Justin Bieber style. It's up to you what you do. Because you're just getting sold motherfucking photos on a bloody Twitter or whatever it is and Facebook trying to sell your life off like it's something amazing. Let's get back to planet Earth now. There's enough pollution on this planet anyway. I'm just saying, right, for real though, reality check. Someone coming at you, avoid trouble first of all. If you can't, then you learn to deflect it. Deflect the deflect the trouble what's coming, okay? It's coming out and deflect the lines of attack, whatever's coming and learn to cover. So when you learn real martial arts, you learn how to cover what's coming at you. Someone's coming here, cover that. Cover that. This is blocking the arm. This one's directly to his face. So I can strike palm. Whatever's going to be grabbed. He grabs that. I grab his arm. Bring that down. You understand what I'm saying to you now? If this hand's a mile away, he can headbutt me in the face and knock me the shit out. It's not going to make a difference that I'm holding him or not. He might kick me in the groin. My groin's open here. He just knees me in the groin, pushes me straight back down the staircase. This is not a damn joke. So you're pulling him in there. I punch straight through there. Elbow there. You can't let them see what you're going to do. You've got to let it be so effective. If something goes wrong, then what? You try and grab something, or you try and push the... He comes back with another attack, so you've got to be always ready to cover. So you've got to do good sparring with people, training constantly. Block, block, block. Learn to make sure you've got more... 9 out of 10 times you're able to block, more cover and that. And when you're going with the strikes, striking's a different thing. So when you get a heavy bag there, or something to strike, I train on concrete walls, as I say, gradually. But, gradually, you do your power, you work your striking to make sure you can deliver those shots, whatever style you're doing, you see what I'm trying to say. But when you're working your blocking, you've got to make it work. But people don't even know the damn quality and gold that's in traditional Kung Fu and traditional martial art. The stances, the flow, the absorbing energy, the structure, to understand the gold in it is just so damn pitiful and sad that people don't understand. So thank you very much for watching. No BS, another Kung Fu video for you. I'm going to make another one tonight, a very simple one. Thank you so much. Don't take the words, so what I'm saying, too, literal. Don't take it like offensive as such. When I'm speaking that strongly in my mind, I'm just sharing my thoughts on things. Thank you so much for watching. From my experience, for the defense of your life, you've got to train real. No matter what your structure is, learn to avoid trouble first of all. It doesn't matter if they're bullying you, it doesn't matter if they're trying to put you down, it doesn't matter if everybody else is making fun of you because you won't stand up to some guy. Your life is not based on the worth and value in your life. You might believe in heroes and stuff, they might inspire you, but that's because bullshit's there in the first place. Life was not meant for that, right? Listen, you shouldn't, in my opinion, the value of your life is not dependent on how much you stand up to your enemies or stand up to people that are trying to, shit on you. You don't walking into fights. But if you need to defend yourself, if you need to avoid violence, then that might be the only thing that gets you back your life, because no money can pay for your life, but your wisdom and your logic can, and your health can. Health is life. Don't give it up to anyone. And your mind is what should keep health in your body. That's what martial arts is all about. So if someone's coming at you to attack you, if you can get away first and foremost before they even erupt, don't even get into an argument with people. You know, if they want to get into a fight and they're coming against you, then you're going to need to defend and do something. That's what we're saying, okay? Thanks for watching. Train hard and stay safe.